So I had the blessing of having conversations with some ideal like partnerships, and especially the romantic ones. And man, I love seeing couples and married couples who've been married for so long, the 20, 30, 50 some years, and you could just see the happiness within them. And they just always have great downloads. So it's a beautiful day in Miami Beach. Just took a break from volleyball, was able to bike down there, and I got to have coffee with them as well this morning. While my housemates' parents are in town, and they've been married, I think, for 40 some or 30 something years. I'm like, wow, you seem like really happy. Like what is it? Like, what is it about, this partnership that you've had? She's like, well, we got married when we were 20. And one of the things she spoke into was, we just give 150%. We just give 150% like all the time. And one of my beliefs is staying more in just the self-love. Like, I don't need anything from anyone else. And she was just speaking into, yeah, we each give 150%. And what I loved about it is that, like, it's so easy. She's like, it's not even work. Like, it's not even work. And I'm like, that's one thing I think, at least I miss in, like, being in partnership, or that I come with in giving. Like, giving is so easy. I think when people aren't in their partnerships, it's not just the receiving love. They miss giving a lot. They're just like, have so much love to give, and it's easy. And personally, and at least in my experience, relationships aren't really work. Like, if people are working 50 to 80% of the time to make it work, that just sounds fucking exhausting. And I've had the pleasure of being with some and being around a lot where it's 80% smooth sailing and it's like 20% work, right? They hit their bumps in the road and what's there. But they're just like, we just give and we give, and it's so easy to give, and it's so natural, and all they do is they just go give and give and give. And one thing I really loved that she spoke into was, she said, what I think is really stupid when I say something, they think it's interesting. Like, what I think is stupid when I say something they think is intriguing, and like their ears go up. And she's like, I love it. She's like, I kind of think I'm dumb, and he's looking at me like, no, that's really intriguing. Like, why do you think that? And like, where does that come from, and what is that all about? And so that was a really cool thing too. And I think it's important to people who have that curiosity and that wonder in the world of their partner, when people are going around thinking they're stupid, when I think our stupidity that we think is our own stupidity, a lot of it is just our gift. I think that's almost like our unique gift, and the things that we look at ourselves where we might be in self beat up, or we might have insecurities around and other things like that. Like, it's actually our fucking gift, right? I think the moments that I remember in like my partnerships the most is when they were so stupid, not from like a low IQ standpoint, but they were being so dumb that it was so funny. Like, I would just laugh until like I would cry. Like, it's so fucking funny. Like, I remember one talking about, she'd like write a hard, what would be called, like a strict sounding letter to someone when things weren't going their way, or doing like mashups, or doing like there was like another partner too where they would just be like so fucking funny in their insecurities and when they're thinking they're stupid. And I would just laugh so hard because I found it really intriguing. And another thing they spoke into was just the ease of it all. And she's like, I'm so happy waking up with this person. I'm so happy that I get to see their eyes like the first thing, and like we're together all the time, and it's so easy to travel together. And I enjoyed that because that's the person that they want to be with. And we're talking about people who've had spouses who have passed, and maybe they are the widow or the widower. I think it's the guy or the girl. And the thing that they miss most is having someone to talk to when they get home. I had my mom speak into that, and it's just, the night's the hardest. And they're like, it's just so nice to be able to have someone to come home to talk to. And like, I feel that now, like living with awesome like other people and being there, especially when they're like good people who lift you up, people who are fun, people who think things are interesting, like when you think they're stupid, people who are just like supportive, people where you get to support them, and you get that whole little arena of we are all infinitely better because we're in our lives. It's so nice to be able to come home and talk to that rather than getting caught in the sea of your own mind. I'm almost thinking this thing of like living by yourself might be like one of the bullshits that they want to like isolate it with us, but I do think it's important to experience that. Like it's almost like I want to be living with myself and have all the people live like right around me, like in the same complex, like a friends type of thing, where like they're like next door. It's like you have your own quarters, but you have your shared quarters, and you're literally like, you know, a few steps away that's there. But it's super awesome to have the right people to always be talking to. But in summary, I think the biggest lesson was like they just give, and the give is no work, and it's the person that they love waking up to, which is fucking amazing. Like, call it the we were talking about the post, how do I say this like on live, the post orgasm realization, the post orgasm reality for a guy. Joe Rogan was speaking into it, right? Like it's a reality for the men. Like we don't know until after like sex, like in the first or second time we're with someone, if we actually want to be up with them. Like we want so bad that this is going to be the person that we're going to be so happy that after that happens that we actually want them there. We want to wake up with them. Oh, he called it post-nut clarity, right? And it's real. And I remember like just quite a few times, it's just like all of a sudden you're like, I don't want to be around this person anymore. Like you're just like, the first time you're like, damn it, man. Like we're craving so bad to be so excited that we just want that person, not only who we're super excited to be passionate with and to spend time with and be the one to go to dinner with and the one to go to the concert with and the social experiment with, but we also want that person that we're also excited to wake up with. Like that's the filter, like at least for me. And that's exciting. Like, that's what I'm looking for as well too. So maybe there's some good downloads of that, but it's good to talk with role models who are in great relationships.